Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Mac.
And today we are giving our first impressions of World Wonders, which is an Arcane Wonders game.
Ooh.
And I think the first time I heard of this, it was on the Dice Tower. I think Tom Vasel talked about how much he loved it and how great of a game it was. And it looked like a simpler game. It looked like it had some really nice wooden bits, which I think it does for the different wonders of the world. So you can check out our unboxing video of this one if you want to see all those great components, which will be going up alongside this, of course. But yeah, we actually played this one. We played it twice now. Once at 3 players and once now at 2. And it had been about a year between plays.
Whoops.
I feel like the first impression, first time I played it, I wasn't all that impressed, which I was kind of disappointed because I was like, I really was hoping to like this because it's kind of a polyomino style game. It's got these great wooden pieces. Those tend to be things I really, really like, even though you could argue polyomino games have maybe outstayed their welcome, or there's too many of them. I think a lot of people might argue that, and I think that's fair. There are a lot of them.
I wouldn't.
There are a lot of them. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
I think there's just a lot of games that use it, at least in some part of the game.
Sure, and then we'll go on a dry spell, and then everyone will want polyomino games in 10 years.
So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. So I was probably not pushing for it, and I don't know that you were really in love with it
Didn't
either,
like
so
it.
you weren't pushing it. But then we got it back to the table, because I'm like, oh, we never shot a video for it, never shot a first impression, so we got to get this back to the table and try it again.
Me.
And I actually enjoyed it a lot more, so I don't know if I just wasn't feeling at the time or what, but I was like, I do like this. I don't know what I was thinking the first time. I enjoyed your placing out these different colored building polyomino shapes, and then you're trying to kind of set yourself up to be able to complete kind of the wonders requirements of having kind of a road near something and a orange building or purple building or whatever colors they are. And I really enjoyed that in the second play. So I think this score would have been different if it had been after the first play, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
not any different for you?
I didn't know you didn't like it the first time, so.
Well, I mean, I haven't been pushing to necessarily play it.
Yeah, but we don't get back to a lot of games.
That's true.
So wouldn't necessarily be
That's
out
true.
of pattern for that. So, nope.
Your thoughts haven't changed over a year, Maggie?
It did not improve. It was just, I'm normally decent at spatial games and stuff like that. Am I not? I'm normally pretty good at polyominoes.
You are. Yeah, I don't know.
So I just cannot play this game. It just doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong, but it's so dumb. I think it's because the buildings can only be placed off of a sidewalk or off of a building of the same color. And there's only a certain amount of buildings, and there's only a certain amount of sidewalks available. So I think that just totally throws me. And then there's the wonder piece on top of it where you're trying to place within certain parameters for that. So there's not a lot going on, but there's stuff going on. And I don't know, trying to get a sidewalk that was efficient, trying to get something laid off a sidewalk, like literally could not do it. I got like 5 turns into the game, and then it was like, wait a minute, this is all wrong. Just had to completely configure it, which is definitely not within the rules. Just because I had illegal lays,
You may have had a few illegal lays out there.
But this is the second time. Like, I got thwarted by this the first time we played it too. I remember being so messed up by those stupid sidewalks that I just don't get it at all. But whatever. The monuments are cool. That's what I got.
So what I'm hearing is you hate history, Maggie.
Yeah.
I would give this one a very historic theme feel.
Yeah, okay, if Petra was somewhere near the Hippodrome.
You're just building them all. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it. You get pretty much a certain amount of action points,
Yeah.
coins,
Gold.
gold, whatever, to purchase the different shapes, different colors, and you're just kind of going back and forth on a 2-player game, going back and forth as you're going around the table, buying something and moving it down, and once you reach 0, you're pretty much done for the round. Or at any point, you can just go down to 0, push it down, and take any one of the wonders that you meet the requirements for. So sometimes you may see, like, oh, my opponent's going to snag that wonder if I don't take it, but it kind of gives you that rough thing, because it's like, I haven't really spent any coins this round yet, so I'd like to spend them on some of those things.
Yeah, you're trying to spend down to 1, and then
Right.
use your last turn to spend 1.
And I think it could be, like I said, we played at 2 and 3. Might be even more interesting at like 4, where you're competing with more people for those wonders, so it is more of a tough decision. In the 2-player game, I felt like you could sometimes be like, yeah, they're not anywhere near taking that from me, so
Yeah.
I've kind of I can go all the way down to 1 and not really worry. Or
That's true.
might be able to do 2 of them, so it's like they're about $1 a piece. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I get.
Yeah.
But I do like that, especially in a 2-player game, you can get quite a few of them. In some games, when you have kind of a special
Yeah.
thing, you only get like a couple a game. And this one, it's like, oh, I've got all of these wonders, and just really nice looking board at the end of the game, because you've got kind of all these features sticking out, has good presence.
Yeah.
So I do really like the look of it, and yeah, I thought the second play went better for me than the first one did. So I think I probably pushed it up to like a 7.5. Originally it was probably, if we would have done a first impression video after the first one, it probably would have been like a 6 or 6.5 for me. So I don't know, maybe I just wasn't feeling it at the time. Maybe I just
Maybe we
had a really
played
good
something wrong. I don't know.
maybe I just had a really good play of it this time. I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed that second play a lot more personally.
Well, I probably would just give it a 5.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. Mediocre. I don't know. It just didn't jive. It does things that I like. Like, I enjoy the tracks and how the buildings interact with the tracks. That piece of it and stuff. I don't know why, but the placement rules, I think, are just really not in my wheelhouse. Or, I don't know. Maybe it would improve on further playthroughs, but it's really hard when we have so many games, because I just don't see wasting my time on a game that I'm like about. But maybe it would improve, and maybe I would get it to a better spot where I understood better how to set up my sidewalks, and then the scoring. I don't know, the scoring.
It's like
being
when
weird.
I don't remember what I even asked to make you realize.
don't know.
There was something about it
Just
going
like-
over the river or
Yeah.
something, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not even attached. And you're like, nope, and the wonder isn't next to a thing. So none of it was right.
Just absolutely wrong on all accounts. I don't know what happened, but
Well, I got faith in you, because I wasn't like double
Yeah.
checking you, obviously.
no, you should have been.
I should have been, I guess.
Because then I tried to lay another one, and I didn't have a green thing
yeah.
that it was by. But I think that's because I got confused between the green building and the green grass being a thing.
That's true.
So
I maybe could have used a different,
I don't know.
another building color.
The monuments are cool. The track's cool. The way it interacts. I just really struggled with getting stuff played out. So
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I think if you like polyomino games and you kind of like, would you call it a puzzle, sort of? So you're kind of puzzling out how to
I
lay
am
out your
very
map.
bad at puzzles, apparently.
Pattern building, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Puzzle,
Sure.
pattern building. If you like those style games, especially kind of on the little bit lighter side, I wouldn't say there's anything in this that I think is like
Oh, it's abstract.
It's abstract, but yeah. I don't think that's like heavy though. Like there's
I
do you
don't
think
know.
there's parts of it that
I
you're
guess
like,
I'm dumb. I don't know why I can't do it.
well, no, maybe the placement pieces of it, I
Yeah.
guess, would maybe be the hardest part. I
It's
just mean
not.
like I don't
It's
think
not
there's
heavy. It's not heavy.
yeah, because like the spending of coins. I mean, it seems simple. The bigger the piece you get, it usually costs more. So it's
Right.
not like I don't know. But yeah. We, like I said, we've got an unboxing of this one, so you can check out the Wondrous Wonders. I think they're really pretty solid, especially for a more affordable game compared to some of these huge games that would maybe overproduce them.
Yep.
I think Arcane Wonders themselves has actually made games like that. But if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for future content, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.